in that starting lineup. Something that we haven't seen in a while as they have started with new guys. Ball is up, game is on. Tip-off brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the
that I mentioned earlier. So really, it's all about just focusing on doing all the right things out there and just being really focused every possession on.
Also for Alaska, Ali and I have been talking about them. Not a lot of games have been played by the Aces. This is the first of 3 straight game days that you're gonna see the Alaska Aces. Tomorrow they play again, and then on Sunday they play again. So that might be...
It all comes hand in hand, especially for a 3-game stretch like that.
Hadmisi Tokasho able to lay it in.
But so far, Jet, I will say...
Straight game days, coming off a 2-week break.
Exactly. I mean, the only thing that you have really going for you is how fresh you are. All that rest that you've gotten. And then you're going to be back in game time situation. All those types of things. But so far, so good for Alaska. And that's a strong move by Abu Trotter attacking.
This quarter or the first half, Ginebra has the firepower to come back from it.
Well, I think if there's a lesson to be learned from that Phoenix-Ginebra game a few days ago, it's a Phoenix.
Take a look at this attack from Ahanmisi. Always
Christian stand Hardinger underneath the basket. If Alaska can build a lead, sustain that lead throughout the entire game, and focus on those bottom in terms of stats in the different categories, they're not doing very well this conference. And then you also got to factor in chemistry problem, especially in the middle. They're going to be contested by the bigs of Alaska.
Look at Marcelino. You know, Alaska's is the absence again of Chapin Aguilar, who usually protects that rim for Barangay Ginebra.
I would agree with you too, Jeff.
And a beautiful move for LA Tenorio.
Now, the combi...
Take a look at this move from
That's
LA.
a nice move there.
That is just a brilliant move.
Yeah,
It finishes with the left as well.
You stop on it. I actually thought he was going to go up with his right, except he switched over to his left, which is very difficult to do.
How about Frontian? 7 points now for the 2 of 18 from the field. Herndon puts his head down. Banal on the offensive board. Mops up the mess.
Ginebra's not controlling.
Yet to break into double digits. Mariano, short jumper. Finally another field goal for them.
Mid-range jump shot by Mariano.
To 14% shooting. While shooting a clip of, well, now they're up to 50%, 47% in the...
Find Scotty Thompson knocking down that long-range shot, right? It was sort of a Hail Mary shot. It went in. They felt really good about themselves going in.
Really seeing the rest that they had, reflect.
Oh, yeah, you can see it.
Oh, but there is the first 3-pointer for Barangay Ginebra.
Exactly.
Thompson, beautiful pass there. It was a gamble that Marcelino made.
Yes,
on that attempt. Casio. Wow, JV Casio. Talk about fresh legs.
Juncture, Judd, this is probably around the time that he never started to make their run in their game versus Phoenix.
That's the first bucket for... And more importantly, has limited 2 of their main options in Christian Sandhardinger and Stanley Pringle.
Well, I think it was all Joe DeBonce knocks down the 3. Just watching that defensive sequence there by Alaska, very, very good, very alert. Guys are communicating. Mike DeGregorio, a 3-point shot
without Chapit in this game. So they have found a way, or they tried to find a way to still play their best basketball, even though Chapit is...
But they are the defending champs. Let's take a look at this move here by Jared Tang. Nice, up and under. Oh my goodness. Jared, it's my teammate, you're my...
Like when Ginebra was able to get a couple of baskets, Phoenix wasn't able to immediately extinguish the fire that...
execution. Trying to fish for fouls, all those things. That's a strong move by Abu Trotter down per game, but everyone was sort of around 12, 11. And that's the type of production that you want from any basketball team to be successful.
2 weeks ago against NLEX, they lost. Jeron shot 2 for 8 from the field, but here today, looking much better, although just 2 for 7 off a strong win against Phoenix just last Wednesday. Not the same energy here in this game. to be played here. Adamas coming out to set the screen for Deng. This is what we were saying, Ali, in the first half.
I don't see that in this game versus Alaska.
You gotta give, again, a lot of credit to Alaska and how they have turned it up here.
Jeron Tank doesn't fall, though.
But you gotta believe that Stanley Pringle will keep going in and will keep taking those.
See this hesitation play, freezes his defender, Maverick Ahamisi, then explodes to the basket, Stanley Pringle. I'm not coaching, so that could be the reason. I'm not saying that's the reason, it could be the reason.
And you know, Barangay Ginebra losing the most of that. Points off turnovers have been dominated by the Aces, 13 to none.
I'm not going to be so upset with you. But if you're losing and the effort's just not there, not paying attention to detail, playing with no sense of urgency.
This is something that you know was probably going to come, and it's a matter of being able to weather this storm, and Banal helps them do so with the three. They reset their offense. Ahanisi left open from the left corner, drains the three.
So good response, just a little.
From getting something in transition, and from Stanley Pringle scoring.
Wow. Unbelievable. Let's take a look at that shot clock with 3/10 of a second left. Incredible. And again, the Ginebra players up pretty high.
And that will also hurt them.
Wow.
If they were there.
Three consecutive.
And almost a turnover. Now it becomes a turnover. Ahanmisi with a behind-the-back pass. Marcelino finding a way to score around Aguilar. And we already sound like a broken record saying this, but Ginebra would be able to go on some rallies, mini runs, but Alaska would always have a
in defending three-point shots. On top of both of those things, they're #1 in second chance points allowed and taking good care of the balance.
Head to the line. Look at this sweet spin.
Beautiful.
And then finishing with a left-handed lay-in. Maverick Ahanmisi. He was the top scorer in their last game, a loss to NLEX. When you played for Coach Tim before.
That's not good, I'm telling you right now.
But that happened, you experienced that?
I've experienced, I remember him.
Bubble. As we take a look at this first, before we talk about that, the connection between two, also, you know, just being realistic, discussing what goes on in a semi-bubble setup when the team gets tested.
And a lot of problems can really conjure up off the court type stuff.
You know, that's where they give him some space and he falls short on the outside attempt. Mariano missing. Again, Aljon Mariano working hard.
Good effort.
From getting the flow in their game that they were looking for.
I totally agree with you, Judd. Scotty Thompson, the three-point shot. Now, considering everything that's happened so far.
Thompson will finish over Casio.
Great pass. That's a nice lead pass to Scotty Thompson.
Here in the fourth. Tenorio leaving it up for Devance. Joe was able to get the roll.
No one's to Joe Devance.
Rather underneath.
Wow.
Carving out some space and just finding a way.
Players. That's me right there.
Asho calling the shots right now. JV speeds past everyone.
No weak side defense. Rebounding battle right now. You're right, Judd. 43 rebounds for Ginebra as opposed to 36 for Alaska. So now.
And I want to say Coach Tim Cone, but it still looks like it's assistant coach Richard Del Rosario leading the team from the sideline. Stan Hardinger
was able to cut to the basket, and Joe Devance was able to deliver him a nice bounce pass.
Prather, they are going to have to close out on that. It's limited to 4 points, 5 boards in this game. Another second chance opportunity for Alaska, and they convert once again.
Again, this mirrors. What else? He was the guy that I was really worried about every time I went out there and played against San Miguel. 2 left in this 4th quarter, and again, they're still in the danger zone, Judd, in terms of Ginebra mounting a comeback, because they can and will mount a comeback.
He has 7 rebounds, 1 steal, and 2 blocks on top of 4 points. Oh, look at Pringle! There were about 7 or 8. They're trying to slow the game down a little bit, and you know that's something you always want to try to do. Especially if it ends in a, they will move up to 3 and 4. And still a lot of games on their schedule as Adamos was not able to step away from.
Let's take a look off the steal. Good defensive play. And Scotty Thompson elevating, challenging Benny right now.
It's going to be tough. I mean, I don't even know what to expect, but I trust you when you say that's not going to be a good play.
They came ready.
With this impending win of the Alaska Aces, they will not get that. So at this point, you see Coach Jeffrey Carriazo able to buy some of his starters extra rest for the rest of the game, but those minutes are going to add on for the next 3 days.
They're good. It's good to get a head start on the rest for your key players.
And we don't know the schedule for next week yet, but they might have to play probably at most 2 games in 3 days again. The win they take over Barangay Ginebra San Miguel.
Well, very, very good effort on the part of Alaska from start to finish. I gave them a very, very high score, an A+ to be exact.